When sunlight filters through the dense forest, a rusted steel giant lies quietly in place, a forgotten chapter of history. 80 years have passed since the end of World War II, and the secret weapons that once dominated the battlefield are scattered across every corner of the globe. From the dense forests of Europe to the jungles of South America, from the icy seabed to the scorching deserts, explorers keep uncovering new relics. These steel monsters witnessed the darkest period in human history, and today they stand as its most authentic witnesses. Let us begin this journey across time and space, and lift the veil on those secret weapons deliberately hidden from the world. The flying wing aircraft designed by the Horten brothers was nothing short of science fiction in the 1940s. Its tailless design was a full era ahead of its time. Their revolutionary ideas directly shaped the design of modern stealth bombers, making it a milestone in aviation history. Most prototypes were hastily destroyed in the final days of the war, and only a handful of wreckages survived deep in the forests. An archaeological team in Argentina discovered mysterious fragments and design drawings believed to belong to the Horten aircraft in Santa Cruz province. The Pusher reconnaissance plane developed by Dornier featured a unique rear-engine layout and delivered outstanding performance. This design gave pilots an unobstructed forward view, greatly improving reconnaissance efficiency and survival rates. The Dornier wreck preserved at the Royal Air Force Museum in the UK is a precious artifact salvage from the English Channel. The plane lay quietly on the seabed for more than 70 years, its hull covered in barnacles and seaweed. The jet fighter developed by Heinkel represented the pinnacle of Nazi Germany's jet technology. A nearly intact Heinkel jet was unexpectedly discovered by divers on the seabed of Trieste, Italy. The fighter shows no obvious battle damage. It is believed to have been ditched by its pilot after running out of fuel. Although the turbojet engine on the fuselage is severely corroded, its advanced engineering design is still clearly visible. The Tiger tank, with its heavy armor and powerful firepower, became a nightmare for the Allied forces, but it was produced in extremely small numbers. Fewer than 1,500 were built during the entire war, and today only a handful of complete Tiger tanks remain in existence. This Tiger tank, captured by the Soviet Army in Manzhouli, was transported all the way to Moscow via the lengthy Trans-Siberian Railway. The battle damage on the tank is clearly visible, with multiple armor-piercing round impacts on the side of the turret. Only the red marking on top of the turret and the bulletproof glass of the observation window remain relatively intact. The Panther tank was the backbone of the German armored forces, achieving a perfect balance of mobility and firepower. Nearly 6,000 of these medium tanks were produced, but they suffered extremely high losses, especially on the Eastern Front. An archaeological team in Warsaw, Poland, unearthed a Panther tank buried under buildings in the old town. The tank was used as a street barricade during the uprising and was eventually completely buried when the building collapsed. Magnetic anomaly readings on the outskirts of Barcelona, Spain, caught the attention of the Liapac exploration team. After 3 months of careful surveying, they finally confirmed that a large metal object was buried 5 meters underground. The excavation lasted a full 2 weeks, gradually revealing a rare Birch Panther recovery tank. This special armored recovery vehicle was equipped with a powerful winch and crane arm, built specifically for battlefield repair missions. A team of restoration experts in Finland spent an entire year completing the initial cleaning of this tank. On a private farm in Ontario, Canada, Collector John owns a fully functional Panther tank. Every weekend, he starts its Maybach engine, and its powerful roar echoes across the fields. The tank is kept in a specially built, temperature and humidity-controlled garage, with every part meticulously maintained. Midget submarines were the last desperate gamble of the German Navy, and these small weapons had an extremely low cost-effectiveness ratio. Each midget submarine could carry only 1 or 2 crew members and 1 torpedo, with an attack success rate of less than 5%. By the end of the war, around 1,500 midget submarines had sunk in the waters of various European countries. Divers in the Bay of Gdansk, Poland, discovered a well-preserved group of midget submarines at a depth of 30 meters. Their torpedo tubes still contain unfired torpedoes, making them extremely dangerous. The Underwater Heritage Conservation Project LED by German naval engineer Dr. Wilhelm Bauer has been ongoing for 15 years. The conservation team uses special cleaning agents to carefully remove marine organisms attached to the submarine's hull. The lead-acid battery packs inside the submarine have completely decomposed into toxic compounds after long-term immersion in seawater. After 3 years of arduous restoration, the midget submarine number U was finally put on display at the Maritime Museum in Bremen. The museum deliberately kept parts of the rust and battle damage on the submarine's hull, allowing visitors to feel the authenticity of history. The Assisi bunker was a mysterious military facility built by the Nazis in central Italy, and its purpose remains a mystery to this day. This underground base hidden in the Umbrian Mountains boasts a tunnel network stretching over 5 kilometers. At the deepest engine room of the base, archaeologists discovered a large, well-preserved engine unit. The engine was covered by a red protective shield, engraved with top-secret markings and warning symbols. The Rivero cable car system in the Dolomite Mountains was once a secret route for the Nazis to transport heavy equipment. The interior of the bunker is piled with wreckage of various military equipment, everything from grenades to armor plates. Wooden crates stacked in the corner are filled with unused grenades, their fuses badly corroded. According to archives, a mysterious submarine flotilla once set off from here for the other side of the Atlantic. Wooden watchtowers were temporary defensive positions quickly deployed by the German army on the Nordic battlefields, simple to build but highly effective. Although these towers could not withstand heavy artillery, they were more than capable of repelling infantry attacks. More than 30 relatively well-preserved watchtower ruins have been discovered in Lapland, Finland. Long-term snow and ice cover have actually served as protection, with the wood decaying far less than expected. The V3 super cannon was Hitler's most insane vengeance weapon project, one that would have changed the course of the war if successful. The Mimoyax Canyon near Calais, France, hides the giant silos for 5 super cannons. This revolutionary multi-section barrel design could fire 150 kilogram shells over a distance of 165 kilometers. To build this massive facility, thousands of forced laborers dug countless tunnels inside the mountains. Precision bombing by the Allied air forces destroyed part of the facility, but the main structure still stands firm. Explorers found a large number of unused special artillery shells in the abandoned loading tunnels. The shell casings were made of a special nickel-chromium alloy and did not fully corrode even in humid conditions. The engineers' quarters deep in the tunnels still retain traces of life from that era, a poignant sight. A rare concrete mixer was abandoned at the construction site, bearing witness to the massive scale of the project. 90 years later, this concrete giant still stands, telling the story of the madness of that era. A military collector in Buenos Aires discovered an armored vehicle with a bizarre design in a warehouse. This vehicle used a composite armor design never seen on any other German military equipment. A complete secret arsenal was unexpectedly discovered deep in the Amazon rainforest of Bolivia. In the waterproof, sealed underground storage rooms, the weapons and equipment were incredibly well preserved. Discoveries have been made across the Caribbean, from Havana in Cuba to the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Historians believe this proves that Nazi leaders did carry out a large-scale relocation plan before their defeat. Deep in the forests of the Hodgkin Mountains in Austria lies a secret base codenamed Number 8. Thick moss completely covers the entire base, making it almost impossible to distinguish as a man-made structure from the air. Retreating soldiers left behind large quantities of equipment here, and today it has become a paradise for treasure hunters. The wreckage of a German aircraft discovered in the waters of Maui, Hawaii, has become a popular spot for diving enthusiasts. How this plane traveled halfway across the globe to the Pacific Ocean remains an unsolved mystery to this day. A large number of metal fragments believed to be German military equipment were discovered deep in the jungles of Siem Reap Province, Cambodia. The Sahara Desert in Mauritania holds the remains of a large World War air transport convoy. Eroded by desert storms, these hundreds of kilograms pieces of equipment have formed unique rust patterns. Discovered camouflage port facilities on the Atlantic coast reveal the scale of the Nazis' secret supply network. Restoration experts around the world are racing against time to rescue these endangered historical relics. Female restorer Claudia led her team to successfully restore 3 tiger chains, breaking industry records. The team in Sofia, Bulgaria, specializes in restoring severely damaged wreckage to exhibition condition. Every restored artifact is a mark of respect for history and a warning for the future. Major military museums around the world are competing to collect these precious World War II relics. From London to Moscow, from Washington to Tel Aviv, these steel witnesses have found their final resting places. Storms and years cannot erase the value of these historical witnesses. They will forever remind future generations. These weapons, forgotten and then rediscovered, remind us that the scars of war take generations to heal. History does not repeat itself, but it often rhymes. Let us always remember this dark period and cherish the hard-won peace.